Welcome back everyone to a Doodleman's86 video. Today we have the last NECA. So it's from the Alien 3 Creature Pack. And the back which tells you which characters you're getting. And in this set we get a Queen Burster, a Queen Facehugger, a Bambi Burster, and then a Rottweiler with a damaged interchangeable head. Starting off with the first of many NECA figures, we're going to start out with the Bambi Burster. As you can see, it's actually somewhat reminiscent of an alien design, except it looks more dog-like. And it's on all fours, it's got different fingers, it's got shorter tail, it's way different. Paint is pretty good. He's kind of a yellowish, tannish, whitish color. He's more on the yellow-brown side. And he's covered in red spots, which I'm guessing is supposed to be like blood or something. As you can see here, there's the flesh. It's pretty good paint. There's some browns in here that are dark. I really like that. And the tail is kind of light. It's got some light to it. The sculpt's really good, as I said before. It's amazing. And for such a tiny little small detailed figure, I do think it's perfect. Size, it's about 3 to 4 inches. You can see it's actually very skinny, so it's kind of fragile. So you should all be careful with this figure in particular. Articulation, the mouth opens and closes, although not very wide as you can see. The hands go a full 360. The arms themselves, a little crunch here that I feel like I could break. And ball joint here, which you can move. And the same applies to the legs. They go out and they go in. The head is on a ball joint. As you can see, it can look down and up, and it can look to its sides. And lastly, bendy wire. The accessory this figure has, or the accessory I'm assuming it belongs to, is this little thing right here, which I'm assuming is the little jaw. So I'm assuming this is how it's supposed to go. It's cool. It's a nice little accessory. Queen Facehugger. The Queen Facehugger is quite big. You can see that for sculpt, it's actually very accurate. It's kind of like a spider. It's got gloss everywhere. It's got webbed claws again, as I was saying. Here's the underside. There's the spikes I was talking about earlier, and then the claws. Then the tail, which I think was beautifully made with spikes kind of getting smaller and smaller into the tail. And then the tail tip right there. Articulation, there isn't much, but again, there's the bendy wire, and just like the last one, it actually feels very good here. It's very bendy and very soft. I don't like it on Godzilla figures, but on alien figures, I think it's actually quite fine. It's very big. It's almost like a spider. Compared to our last Facehugger, it's obviously a lot bigger. It's a lot meaner. The Queen Facehugger looks way deadlier and is prepared for an attack. The normal Facehugger is way smaller, more on the peachish color, while the Queen is on the more darker brownish color. The next figure is the Rottweiler. Articulation, it has a ball joint on the head. Honestly, it just looks fine, especially that beautiful dog face. Look at that, it's so pretty. That's about it for the sculpt, and the paint is pretty much fine. It's accurate to the film. Accessories, he has one. He has a damaged head, as you can see. A Facehugger got him. It's the same head, it's just got this damage here and this flopped down skin with some bloody red gore here. Has the same articulation and still looks the same, but just with the damaged head. Aw man, the poor guy was attacked. Lastly, but not leastly, the Alien Queen Burster. But before we get started, let me just get an issue out with this figure. I know all these figures are loose, but this one in particular, it was so loose that several joints popped off. And if you don't know what I mean, was that when I got it out of the packaging, every single joint in her right arm was very tight. So I moved it so that it'd be free and it wouldn't break. But then the whole arm broke off. And then this piece ripped off. And I couldn't do anything except glue it back into place, since it didn't just break the joint, but it broke what makes the articulation. So now it's just still. And the same thing happened to the arm, except this one can move some of the arm. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But I've heard this has happened to many others, and not just with this figure, with others. It's really good. I like this one. Out of all four, this one has to be my second favorite of the bunch. I really like the bone-like detail they gave her, and she looks accurate, and that tail is amazing. I like how sharp that spike is. You can see the back and the giant head that is about to form on her. See there? And the colors are almost similar to the Bambi Burster, except the brownish yellow is just now more on the brownish blackish side, and then the flesh is a lot more slimier and more pink. And then there's the browns and the blacks on top of the head. The articulation is very simple. The head is on a ball joint, so it can look Well, it has a little trouble doing that piece, so I don't think it can go a full 360, but it can look up and down. The little arms are on ball joints and can also go a full 360. Arms I'd move, but again, you heard what just happened. But this part in the arm moves, and then the hands can also rotate and then go up and down. Legs go out, legs go in, articulation here, and then articulation here at the bottom of the feet. And then again, bendy wire that I think is perfect and actually feels pretty good. I don't know why, but I kind of like playing it with it on alien figures, just not Godzilla. Size, nearing 4 inches. So there you go, guys. That was the Alien 3 Creature Pack. This was the Alien 3 Creature Pack, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.